Researchers at Dartmouth are now working hard to clean some pollution that its researchers might have put out in nearby neighborhoods through its research. Now, this has to do with a specific type of carcinogen. It's known as 1,4-dioxane that is found in some of the lab material that they have thrown out over the past few decades in a way that might not be so great for the environment and might have actually contaminated groundwater nearby. Now, the site, apparently the half-acre plot on the college's Rennie Farm, was used from the 1960s until 1978 to dump carcasses from tracer experiments in which scientists use radioactive compounds to see how things move through life systems. A nearby site also contained remains of human cadavers and stillborn fetuses used in medical classes. So again, this is medical waste or research or materials that were used in research that weren't disposed of properly. Now, this happened in the 1960s through 1978. Who knows whether or not they knew what they were doing or if they intentionally did this, but Dartmouth is now trying to do something to clean it up and help the families that have been negatively impacted by this. The site has contaminated the well water of at least one family, that of Richard and Debbie Higgins, who blame a variety of health problems on it, including rashes, hair and skin loss, and dizziness. Even their dogs were not spared, they say, with one urinating blood and another vomiting. Now, since then, the college has actually given them bottled water, and they're doing whatever they can to help fix this problem for them. They've also tested the water in surrounding areas, and they haven't found any other contamination. But the story is insane. Like, to know that you could be affected by something, your property values go down, your health is being negatively impacted, and it's happening for decades, you have no idea.
Yeah, 110 drinking wells in the area were tested by Dartmouth. They all came out clean, and they're still offering bottled water to 20 households just in case. So this is actually handled better than in most of the contamination stories that we cover. I think we're the tip of the iceberg. I think this is all over the country. And we not only saw it in Flint, but we were among the teams that uncovered lead poisoning in Indiana. That situation is horrible. And then I've now heard of dozens of cases throughout the country. And then we cover this story on TYT Politics of Corpus Christi, where an asphalt company, I leaked things, toxins into the drinking water over there. A couple of days later, the government says, oh, it's fine now. Really? It was toxic a couple of days ago and now it's totally fine? So of all the people and different companies and governments that I've seen handle this situation, I actually think Dartmouth here did one of the better jobs.
Yeah. I mean, look, they're stepping up and they're coming clean about what's going on. The families who think they're affected by this believe, no, they're not being transparent enough, we want more, we want more. They want the college to actually move them to another home in a different area, which, by the way, Dartmouth is considering. But they are coming forward and doing whatever they can to help the situation. They're not denying it.
But, by the way, if I'm that family, I think that's probably a fair request. I mean, if my water is poisoned, what am I going to do? Keep drinking it? Eventually, we think it'll get better. I'm going to use bottled water for the rest of the time. But now that's just one family. When you have stories like Flint and Indiana, you have whole towns, hundreds of thousands of people that are affected by it. Same in Corpus Christi, same in all these other places. We've got to fix our infrastructure. We've got to come clean about the things that are in our water. It is, in a lot of places, not at all safe. For so long, the government and the companies that the government is beholden to say, no, everything's fine. Oh, what, is a pipeline going to leak? Yeah, almost all the pipelines leak. Oh, the oil that gets into the water, or the toxins that get into the water, and that's not really going to cause you a problem. Of course it is. Of course it is. So we've got to be a lot more careful than this, and we've got to start cleaning all of this up so that we could have what should be the bare minimum, safe drinking water. You're at the end of this clip, but you're not at the end of the Young Turks. If you become a member, you get the whole show, plus a whole nother show we shoot afterwards every single day called The Postgame. And that is wilder, it's much more personal. You're going to want to check it out. tytnetwork.com/join.